Hey, what's up, guys? Still City Dashcam here. I just wanted to talk a little bit about something that I found some really interesting information about that pertains to the dashcamming community and one person in particular. Odds are, if you watch my videos, you also probably watch a lot of those bad driver car crash compilations, especially channels like RR and BD. Mega Driving School, DDS TV, you know, a lot of those big ones. Dashcam Nation. If you watch those, you've seen clips from a YouTuber whose channel no longer exists that was called Blue Ghost, stylized in the text that you will see below in the comments. You'll see it because you'll see a link to the article about this. So, they were notorious in their clips for inciting road rage, causing crashes themselves, and blaming the other driver, and claiming that the other person was at fault when they would basically be the reason that a crash happened. Someone would cut them off, and they'd just ram them, and then file an insurance claim. Well, they got caught, and they're facing felony charges for insurance fraud, child endangerment, because, as people have pointed out, including me, their kid had been in the car for some of these. And they're facing, I believe, dozens of charges that could put them in jail for a while over this. And I just want to touch on, like, it proves an exact thing that is a negative, I guess, that can happen when you have the ability to just put a dash cam in your car and boom, you have content. Some people will take that as an opportunity to, you know, showcase things that they get naturally, which is, you know, how this should be. But other people will look for a reason to basically either get footage or basically to screw somebody over, because I guarantee you, insurance never saw any of these videos. They would have gotten caught. There is no way that in a lot of these videos that they got in crashes with, that anybody of importance saw them or knew that these videos existed. But they were stupid enough to not only commit insurance fraud blatantly, but to do it and post about it. You do not commit felonies and post your felony evidence of your committing felonies on YouTube. And, like, it just goes to show, honestly, too, how this can get to some people's heads. Like, they're like, oh, we're winning on these insurance claims, or, you know, this is working. I want the internet clout too. Like, it was their own downfall, and it leads people to do these it can lead people to do these kinds of things. I, of course, am an advocate for everyone having a dash cam in their vehicle and everyone making sure people are held accountable. That includes when a camera is not being held accountable, or when they lie or manipulate or omit things. Like, I'm sorry, but if you show someone cutting you off and brake checking you, but you don't show anything before that could indicate why that might happen, I'm not inclined to believe that it was just random. Anyway, this is one of those funny things where, like, he would always, I laughed. I had no other reaction than to laugh and be like, serves you fucking right. Because, frankly, he was fucking regular people. It wasn't like he was just fucking over an insurance company. That part, morality, I mean, I can debate about that. I can understand where people are coming from with that. But you're fucking over random people. Like, their insurance premiums are going up because you're filing false claims. People are getting fucked over. Their car's getting totaled because you decided you were above avoiding a crash. Like, people like that, he doesn't deserve to ever be on the road. He does not deserve to have kids. He doesn't deserve any of that. If you act like that, you are not responsible enough to really be around anybody. People like that, and some people who watch this need to take some notes on this. Sometimes you gotta get your shit in check, especially emotions. You gotta get it in check. You can't just act out of pure emotion and then try to spin it to make yourself right. Like, and it's not healthy. It can lead to things like this. It can lead to road rage or worse. It's just, you get things like this. Or it can lead to you committing numerous felonies and then getting caught because you were dumb enough to post it all. It's astonishing to me that someone could blatantly do that. I know I speak for a lot of people. I can't fathom being that fucking stupid. Is really what it comes down to. I cannot fathom being that stupid. And I am so thankful that I would not stoop to something that dumb, and that reckless, and that dangerous, and that irresponsible, because that's all it is all of those things. I think I'm gonna get rear-ended here. Jesus fuck. Okay, that I might include my rear camera for that, because I thought I was about to get rear-ended. Anyway, yeah, but on top of all of this, you would point out that he was blatantly at fault, and he couldn't just let it go. He had... Oh, Jesus. All right, I'm trying to... He had to be right, and he had to argue every time you tried to tell him that something he did was wrong. Like, he would immediately start throwing all kinds of names. Like, the dude clearly has actual issues. And what's funny is, it caught up to him. Someone reported it, and he got fucked over. And he should. Don't get me wrong, he should. But his own behavior in numerous ways is what got him there. And that's part of my reason why, like, you see on a lot of these channels, like, excuse me. You see on a lot of these channels, these kinds of things, and it's just like, you see the camera do something wrong and try to prove that they're right, and try to justify whatever they did. And it's like, it's scary seeing how much people think that having a camera in your car makes you right, and enables you to do all these kinds of things. And enables you to screw people over, intentionally cause crashes because you're too petty to avoid something easily avoidable. It's like, it just goes to show that, it goes to show a couple things. It goes to show that A, people are fucking awful. B, people are fucking stupid. And C, sometimes there's justice. Like, dude got caught. Dude's facing serious lifelong consequences. And it's all over dumb shit. Is really all there is. Someone cuts you off, hit the brakes. If you can hit the brakes, hit them. If you can change lanes, change lanes. You know, it's just, it's living proof that there's so many people that think that because they have a camera, they're right. And I genuinely am, I could not be more happy to see someone absolutely facing consequences. Could not be happier. And I don't really have much else to say on this subject, but this is something I just wanted to touch on because I talked about this, and it proved a point. It proved my point perfectly. It proved my points on some of the negatives of dash cams. Obviously, there's so many positives. I will always preach every car should have one. It would eliminate so many issues. There are very few good arguments against dash cams, and people like Blue Ghost are one of them. And it's unfortunate, but thankfully, dude's getting in trouble. Shit caught up to him, and yeah, it's don't be like Blue Ghost. If you fuck up, own up to it. Look at my compilations. I have a personal mistakes section. Or if someone fucked up in front of me and I noticed, hey, I also ran that stop sign, I'll even say, oh, I ran this too, or oh, I was going a little fast. Because no one's a perfect driver. I also won't go out of my way to avoiding something, if that makes sense. It is literally in my instinct if someone cuts me off to avoid them hitting my car. You have to intentionally fight against that instinct to cause a crash. Or if someone cuts you off, or someone tries to change lanes into you and you just decide to swerve right into them. It takes a conscious effort to do that. Instinct tells you to avoid that crash. It really does, or it should. And if it doesn't, I mean, check on your anger issues, because you might have some. Check on your mental health. Like, and I don't mean that as an insulting kind of thing. It's not healthy to have that be your instinct reaction. It's not a healthy person's instinct. And if it's your instinct, do something about it, because no one else is going to do that for you. This isn't supposed to turn into a mental health discussion. But all I really got to say at this point is, don't be like Blue Ghost. Start to finish, don't do anything he did. And everything will be great. You'll have a bunch of dash cameras putting out good content that they don't have to fish for. You know, someone cuts you off. Guess what? You're going to get it on camera if you got a dash cam. Guess what? You can post it. But don't create the situations, and don't then cause crashes and lie and start ripping people off. I, again, can debate ripping off huge corporations. Some of them definitely fucking deserve it. That's a different debate for a different time. But don't fuck over random people because you're an asset. And don't do illegal shit, post about it, and get caught. I have another story for another day about someone doing a bunch of illegal shit and getting caught because of their own stupidity. That is a really funny story, and I can't wait to talk about it another time. But that being said, I saw that info, and I wanted to say something because it plays right into discussions I've already had and thoughts I've already expressed. And I want to thank you guys for listening. Hopefully you also are glad to see that stupid fucker get what he deserves, because if you've seen his channel, you probably have wanted him to face this kind of a fate at some point too. So, that being said, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more content. It'll show up as it shows up, as usual. I have not had a day off in 2 weeks, and I don't have another one for another week and a half. So yeah, expect content as it comes. Hopefully this gets posted in a somewhat timely manner. It should be able to. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully, if you didn't know this information, I hope I just made your day. If you did know this information, I hope you agree, because I don't think I've seen a single person not roast Blue Ghost for something he's posted. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.